here this afternoon and making your views known about what we are learning, because George Osborne's on his feet at the moment, that the UK government wants to do to public finances in this country. Many years ago, there'll be people here who remember the protest that took place against Thatcherism and all the policies of the Conservative government at that time. And there are some who might take the view that what we're seeing here is a return of Thatcherism. We're not. We're seeing something far worse than that. What we're seeing is a level of cuts that are so deep and cuts that are so fast that it actually jeopardizes the economic recovery, the fragile economic recovery that we're seeing in this country. We know that hundreds of thousands of people will lose their jobs in the private sector and indeed potentially in the public sector as a result of what's being proposed by the UK government today. I take the view that the public sector needs to be defended. So many of London's papers criticise the public sector, talk about the public sector not doing work, talk about public servants sitting around doing nothing all day. We know that's not right. You would swear by reading some of the papers that it was public sector workers that caused the economic problems back in 2007 and not the banks.
Definitely.
And that's something we should resist, a viewpoint we should resist at all costs. Now, what I can't do today is say to you that we can protect every job in the public sector in Wales. I can't promise what isn't in my gift to deliver. What I can say is this, that all public sector organisations, and that includes us, should look at every possible way of saving money before looking at compulsory redundancies. That has to be the very last thing that any public sector organisation should consider. And I want to work with the Wales TUC, work with our trade unions to make sure that becomes a reality across the whole of Wales. We have a long fight ahead of us. We've had a taste of what is to come in Wales. We've seen what's happened with the Passport Office, and we give our full 100% support to all those who are defending their jobs at the Passport Office in Newport. We've seen what's proposed with the Driver Standards Agency. We worry about what's happening with other public sector organisations in Wales that are the responsibility of the UK government. But the one thing we will never do is sit back and say nothing. We will always look to defend those public sector jobs that mean so much in terms of delivering services to the people of Wales.
Hooray!
We will do the best that we can with the settlement that we get today from the UK government. And believe me, if it wasn't for devolution, things would be a lot worse.
Yeah.
We would have no voice. We would have no voice coming from Wales, no strong voice coming from Wales speaking up for Wales. I give you a promise today. We can't print money, but what we can do is to be ingenious, to be innovative, to protect those public services that the people of Wales value so much. We will look to protect our spending on schools, we look to protect our spending on hospitals, and we will look to defend those services upon which the people of Wales rely so much. We have a tough challenge ahead of us. There's no point pretending otherwise. But I can promise you that this Welsh Assembly government will do its utmost to protect public services, to protect public sector workers, and to protect the people of Wales. Thank you.
Thanks very much for that. We have said this is only the beginning, a long fight ahead of us. If we keep our commitment and we talk to those members who are going to see the cuts, who are going to feel the pain, and we remind people that this is not just about our own members, this is about families and communities. That is the message that I urge on you to send out. It doesn't matter which union we now belong to, this is the family that we need to support. We're not just finished here. There are some people who are going to take the opportunity to take leaflets around the local area, just to, again, to get that message out to them. thank you for being here, and we will see you on further rallies and further demonstrations, and we will see you on the campaign trail. Thank you very much.